looking back into her team as mayor.
Thank you for your engagement.
Discussing issues relating to the future of transforming waste into art.
Is work that I've created here.
Inspiring communities to showcase environmentalism in a new way. Adjustments in the classroom.
They're making sure that they're meeting their students' needs.
As the city makes way for new students in schools. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Pamela Correa.
I'm Kenneth Bueno. Today is Thursday, January 25th, 2024.
Live from the Lee Caplin School of Journalism and Media in North Miami, this is Caplin News.
In an annual address, Miami-Dade's mayor gives her state of the county. It's back to the business of Miami-Dade County for the mayor this morning after her annual State of the County address.
Away from County Hall, Mayor Daniela Levine Cava made the address from Zoo Miami in Southwest Miami-Dade. It was available to watch live at the venue and streaming live on the internet. Mayor Cava began the address by thanking the residents of Dade County that made her the first female mayor in history.
Most of all, thank you, our residents, for joining me here tonight and virtually. Thank you for your engagement, your trust, and the honor to serve.
The mayor's address primarily focused on the economy as she announced plans to improve infrastructure, unemployment, and transparency in building records and codes.
Geographies of Trash started a year ago, with its founder riding his bike around the city while picking up trash along his route. Since then, the project has gained local recognition. Caplin Stan Bobrun reports.
I am here at the Radcliffe Art and Design Incubator to celebrate the one-year anniversary of Geographies of Trash art cycling. The Radcliffe Art and Design Incubator at FIU is receiving 2 new electronic bikes by Specialized Winwood for free.
Geographies of Trash got started by David Anasagasti, also known as A-Hole Sniffs Glue. He's the painter of these eyes. And
created by David Anaganasti, a former resident of FIU's architecture program, as a way to clean up his city.
Yeah, so this little corner here in the Radcliffe Incubator is work that I've created here.
The electronic bicycles are to commemorate the one-year milestone since the project was recognized by a major municipality, the city of NMB, with an official proclamation. Anaganasti dealt with substance abuse issues, depression, and sadness. Alexander Schwartz is the general manager of Specialized Winwood, who Anaganasti credits with helping him to turn away from substances.
When I met David, he wasn't really into the bikes. He was just into the art thing, which I admired so much. And we actually got him to work with us. And I saw how much it changed his life being on the bicycle. I saw how cycling just totally inspired him. So I work now with Specialized Bicycles in Winwood, and I thought it would be such a great idea to be able to work with him and get these bikes in.
I'm Stan Bobrun with Caplin News.
Like many parts of the U.S., the Denver area has seen an influx of migrants, with more than 2,400 new migrant children starting school there since July. As Caplin's Elizabeth Garcia reports, one school has taken nearly 100 of them and has had to make adjustments to make it work.
Eyes. Voices.
Inside Brian Webster.
Everybody going to not letter A.
Alex Nelson's 4th grade class starts on subtraction.
We have 3,601 minus 589. What's in the ones place?
But this year, their school has been more focused on addition, particularly migrant children.
The majority of them are coming from Venezuela. Their stories are remarkable.
Principal Brian Clark says throughout the year, the number of new students has actually multiplied.
They're translating their lesson plans and their curriculum materials. They're making sure that they're meeting their students' needs even if they don't speak Spanish fluently.
For some, the journey to Denver can be traumatic, so school can be a safe haven.
We have an excellent mental health team here who's really stepped up and formed support groups for students who have experienced similar traumas in their processes in arriving here. O también oído. Everybody repeat oído.
Halfway through the school year, Clark says the flow of new students hasn't slowed.
It's hard to know exactly how many students we're going to have.
Puedes poner esto?
So the staff at Brian Webster are ready to keep adjusting to ensure every new addition feels at home.
Even though it's been hard for everybody, they're rising to the occasion, and that's been awesome. One person get a Chromebook.
From Caplin News, I'm Elizabeth Garcia.
As the Department of State as the Department of Education has finally released a renovated version of the federal application for student aid. After 3 months of waiting, it has had some technical difficulties and caused frustration from some students. As CNN Karen Kaifa reports, the Department of Education is working on fixing the problems.
A major overhaul of the federal application for free student aid streamlined the online form, but glitches like crashing pages and error messages continue to slow down students.
There are, all sorts of different populations of students and parents, depending on their unique circumstances, that are struggling to get things done.
Jill Dejean of the National Association of Student Financial Aid Administrators says students have faced multiple issues since the Department of Education introduced a soft launch last month.
Some students are struggling with the process for actually inviting their parents to complete their portion of the form. So students go in, they do their piece, and then there's supposed to be this seamless thing where you send an email to your parents and say, hey, now it's your turn. That process hasn't been working for everyone.
Students whose parents don't have a social security number can't complete the FAFSA right now, and some graduate students who complete the FAFSA are told they're eligible for a federal Pell Grant, a grant that doesn't need to be repaid when they are not. Dejean says students and parents shouldn't give up and stay in touch with school financial aid offices.
Stay in contact with your financial aid office if you are struggling to meet a deadline in this very rocky year with the FAFSA, so they know you're doing what you can.
The Department of Education says they continue to make updates to the site to make the experience better. In Washington, I'm Karen Kaifa.
19,000 job seekers run with luck after Chipotle announced they need to hire thousands of new employees. People can apply today. The fast food company claims they need to prepare for the busiest time of the year, which starts in March and ends in May. Some of the benefits employees get include help with student loan payments, faster access to paychecks, and more.
The Heat and Panthers playing at home on the same night, but only one would get the win.
That's still ahead, and so is this story.
We've been really, really blessed. Our girls, I think, just have done such an incredible job of just buying into the process and trusting it.
The stakes are high for the FIU women's basketball team, and the mission is simple: win the next 2 games and take over first place in the conference. Stick around, Newsbreak will be back in just 2 minutes.
Radcliffe Art and Design Incubator is the velocity accompanying the fellow's rudder, as in a boat. Unless there is movement or action, the planned direction is of little consequence. We encourage the creative ideas into action, and from the experience of doing, we critically assess the feedback, adjust, and set out to rediscover the potentialities of an entrepreneurial mindset.
Stem is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
The players on the FIU women's basketball team are off to a special start, and their talent will get tested with 2 big home games over the next 3 days. This morning, the FIU women's basketball team remains the hottest team in Conference USA.
Caplin's Anthony Cruz got to speak with the team ahead of a week where they take on 2 other top squads in their conference.
You guys started the season 3-4 and have only lost 1 game since. Obviously, right now on one of the largest win streak in almost 20 years in the program. Just speak to the culture of this program, what you guys have fostered here, and how that has manifested such success this year?
No, I mean, we've been really, really blessed. You know, our girls, I think, just have done such an incredible job of just buying into the process and trusting it. You know, like you mentioned, we had a bit of a tough start, so it was easy for us to maybe falter or start second-guessing ourselves, and I think our kids did such an incredible job of doubling down on themselves. You know, they dug their heels in, believed in the process, believed in the work, believed in each other, and loved on each other, and it's allowed us to be here now.
I mean, we're right here, you know, following a practice. You guys are very energetic, very loud, give it your all. I see people diving for loose balls in practice. You guys, your slogan is that we are not for everyone.
Yeah.
Just speak, what does that mean to you?
I mean, for us, it just means doing the hard things. You know, it's tough to have a competitive practice, as you guys saw, and then stay after and get up shots, having great energy, pouring into each other, even though I maybe feel like I'm pouring from an empty cup. Like, that isn't for everyone, and I think our kids have done such an incredible job of buying into that.
You have been the leader. You were the leader of this team last year, and you were one of the top guards in the conference, and what was the the team that finished in the 8th seed in Conference USA. You've had so many people come in. You know, Courtney came in last year, AJ came in last year, Maya this is her first year. So what growth have you seen from last year's team to this year's team, still being at the helm and still being a vocal leader for the squad?
I just think this year everybody has more dog in them. I feel like everybody wants to be that man, and it's not just one person one game, it's another person another game. So I just feel like we have all this talent and we all work well together. So I think that was really putting us over top. Everybody wants to win. You see us putting up shots in the background, like everybody wants to get better, and I think leading into that for Thursday and Saturday, we're going to be really good.
You can watch the Panthers protect the streak and home court tonight when they face 3rd-seeded Western Kentucky and 1st-seeded Middle Tennessee on Saturday. For Caplin News, I'm Anthony Cruz.
On the ice, the Florida Panthers are back on a winning streak after decisively putting away the Arizona Coyotes. The Panthers took early physicality as motivation, scoring a trifecta of goals in the first period. Matthew Tkachuk, Sam Reinhart, and Sam Bennett each scored. Florida had 6 unanswered goals by the 3rd period, and it would stay there until the final buzzer. The Cats dominate with a final score of Panthers 6, Arizona 2. Florida will hit the ice on the road as they play the Pittsburgh Penguins tomorrow at 7:30 p.m.
Heat fans are scratching their heads this morning because the defending conference champs are on the 4-game losing streak. Terry Rozier played his first game in front of the Heat's fans last night after being part of the Kyle Lowry trade. Terry and his Heat teammates struggled to score against the Memphis Grizzliers. The final score was Memphis 905, Heat 96. The Heat host the Boston Celtics tonight. You're watching Newsbreak, and we're coming right back.
See us dream. See us remember. See us protest.
You matter. Your feelings matter. Your identity matters. Everything about who you are matters.
See us fight back. See us rebuild. See us shatter stereotypes. See us inspire. See us united. See us now.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
Well, that's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Kenneth Bueno.
I'm Pamela Correa. Get more news anytime at caplinnews.fiu.edu.